morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving holiday. And my wife just came back from Japan, and we just spent together on Thanksgiving, just two of us. And since she had the jet lag, and she's kind of tired. And what is the most happy thing is that I don't have to do any laundries. But yeah, I'm really grateful for her to coming back. So today I would like to first talk about our denominations. So in this United States, there are around 60 Shin-Buddhist temples, and we are one. And we have 60 Shin-Buddhist temples and also sanghas, just a group that does not have a temple. And in the altars of each temple, they have at least one statue or one painting or a calligraphy scroll of Amida Buddha. And in our temple, we use the scroll, the calligraphy scroll with the words Namo Amida Butsu, which means take refuge in Amida Buddha. So it depends on the temple. So they have statues, and so we use one of that. And actually, it makes no difference whether a temple has a statue or a painting or a calligraphy, because the concept of Amida Buddha actually has no form or no color. The images of the image represent the expedient form that Amida Buddha takes to help us, as invisible things are hard for us to understand and to rely, hard for us to grasp. And this expedient form, the statue or the painting, is called upaya in Sanskrit. Upaya. And upaya means the working or the function of Amida Buddha's wisdom to guide people by using the method that is most appropriate to them. So this is upaya. And as we had the Black Friday, on Friday, a moment to spend a lot of money. So let's consider about the credit card. The credit card we have. So credit cards make life very convenient. With just that one card, we are able to buy things whenever you want, or kind of order food, delivery online, and also you could borrow money, and all sorts of other things. And you don't have to, pay out an actual money. And you can always delay payment until later. So it makes our life convenient. And because the amount of money you are spending is actually invisible, it is kind of difficult to notice, how much you're spending, because you can't see it. In addition, the fantastic minimum payment system makes it even harder to see how much you spent. So you may end up with a numerous, debt. And I have to admit that I was not a wise credit card user. I was spending my card in order to enjoy my life. I thought that enjoying my life, spending money was one of the options I had to enjoy my life. But eventually, I ended up with a big debt in Japan before I came here. And the debt accumulated so easily, as I use it, it accumulates so easily. And in the end, I was actually working. I had a job, I was working just to pay off the debt. And receiving bills each month was the most stressful moment for me. And when I could not pay off my bills, I sometimes borrowed money to pay. So the debt, my debt created another debt and created another debt. But everything changed after I met my wife and we got married. So instead of focusing on enjoying my personal life, I kind of concentrated on paying off my debts and fixed how I was using my credit card. And I began to pay off all my bills first, and then use only what was left to enjoy myself. So it was a small amount of money, but actually I became to think, how precious, that amount of money is. Rather spending a lot of money, so I was able to enjoy, like dinner. I went out almost every week to have a fancy dinner, but after I stopped that and I changed it like once a month, it became really special for me. That moment became really special for me. And as I said, I paid off everything first and then used the small amount. And actually this made my life much more easier. It really made it easier. So now I am no longer afraid of, the monthly bills, no matter how many arrive at my house, because I'm first focusing on to pay off and then use the small amount. And what I learned was how dangerous indulging oneself and seeking only immediate satisfaction can be. This is what I actually learned. And in Buddhism, we are taught how satisfaction is temporary and our desire is boundless. This is kind of the basic teaching that Siddhartha taught us. So, our life is kind of like an iPhone. So almost every year, a new iPhone comes out, and now we have like iPhone 10. And as it comes out, we become attracted to the new technology, and then we try to get it. Even though the current iPhone is functioning just well. So actually there's never an end to your wanting a new iPhone. And as soon as you get one, your satisfaction will only last a year. So this brings me back to the statues, paintings, the calligraphy, the upaya. As I said, Amida Buddha has no physical form, and these images are expedients that Amida adopts to help us to see what is behind what cannot be seen. So when you look at the statues and the paintings of Buddha, we must seek about what is behind them. Not the form, but what we can seek through the image. So what is important is what cannot be seen. This is upaya. This is the concept of upaya. It tells us to kind of seek and focus on what cannot be seen, what's behind, and be it the Dharma, we cannot see the Dharma. Or actually how much you spend on your credit card. So we must see not the physical form, the concrete form, but what is behind it. This is the concept of upaya. So please, remember this word upaya. And please join me in Basho. By reciting the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, we are always reminded what makes our life even more meaningful. And we are always reminded the Dharma in times of need. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.